Knocking motherfuckers out on that field is fun. That answer your questions is too. What would you think of a tag team, Jamie Noble and Jimmy Wang Yang, in a sort of redneck tag team? I think it will give them something to do, and it would help the Smackdown tag team division since there is only 3 tag teams. Hell yeah, there's a kick-ass division because these are 2 talented guys. It would add more talent to the tag team division, and of course in southern states, well, certain southern states, they'll be way over. So yeah, good question and great idea. What do you think of the following dream matches? Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. Depends who books it. Because if the WWE books it, they'll focus on making Brock Lesnar look strong. And if it's like ROH or something, Samoa Joe will be able to use more martial arts. But this match can have very good ring psychology. You could have here the wrestler versus the martial artist. Well, even though Brock Lesnar is into MMA now. And another thing is, Samoa Joe is very easy to pick up. Because if guys like AJ Styles, if guys like KENTA picked up and slammed Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar will freaking toss him. So yeah, this match will also make Brock Lesnar look very good. Good question. Kurt Angle versus Nigel McGuiness, best 2 out of 3 falls. Hard hitting. Kurt Angle likes to hit hard. Nigel McGuiness likes to get hit hard and sometimes use somewhat of the strong style. So yeah, that's what I can say about that. Hard hitting. RVD versus AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. Spotfest. The only person that'll really add ring psychology to that match, or mostly drama, would be Christopher Daniels. But all in all, this match will have some crazy fucking spots. That's all I can say. And if it goes on maybe 25 minutes, you could probably have 5 stars right there. The Hardy Boyz versus Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli in a ladder match. Good match right there. That match I can see Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli winning. I've never seen them in a ladder match, but I know that would be a crazy ass match right there. But personally, I feel a regular tag team match would be better than a ladder match. I don't know why, but there are many reasons for that though. CM Punk versus Kenta. Not sure if this one happened yet. I'm not sure neither. I've never seen them square off. But yeah, this one too. This will be a very well-rounded match. You'll have your mat wrestling, your martial arts. You're gonna throw some submissions in there. So that's one thing I can say about this match. It'll be very well-rounded. Thank you for those dream matches. What was your most embarrassing moment as a wrestling fan, i.e. the exploitation of Eddie's death? I never had an embarrassing moment as a wrestling fan, to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, people make fun of me just for me liking professional wrestling, and those 2 people to me are idiots. Funniest botch ever. I've never seen a funny botch, because to me there's no such thing as a funny botch. Because a botch can either end someone's career, can really fuck up a good wrestling match. So to me, there's no such thing as a funny botch. People have been saying something about Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin being a great tag team back then. Can you clarify for that for me? Yes, they have worked as the Motor City Machine Guns in ROH, and if you see them work together in TNA sometimes, you will see that they have awesome chemistry. Like I heard at Lockdown, they was just tearing down the house with their match, because they have great chemistry in the ring. You really have to check these 2 out. What is your favorite 5-star ROH match? The Dragon Gate match. Most painful submission that you ever seen and why? The Brock Lock. I remember that Smackdown, Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio, and he came out with this awesome move called the Brock Lock. It was a new move. I've never seen it before, and let me tell you something, it looked painful. He basically took one of Rey Mysterio's legs, put it over his neck, and came over somewhat like a Boston Crab and just sat on him. That was freaking painful. Freaking his back was all bented up, with his leg all bented up. That move was crazy. Look it up. WWE and TNA decide to settle their differences among each other and decide to do a 10-man trade, and they want to call up to decide which WWE superstars can jump to TNA and which 5 TNA superstars can jump to the WWE. The WWE, they like big men, so that's what I think they'll really be going for. They won't really be looking for that much athleticism, but they'll really be trying to get Samoa Joe. That's what they'll try to get. They would try to get Sting, try to do something with him. Of course, they will try to get Angle back. Who else would they get? I guess they'll try to get a big man like Lance Hoyt, and then of course Abyss, because WWE really focuses on big men. They don't really care about athleticism that much. However, TNA, they will also try to get their big names, but some cruiserweights. Of course, they'll try to get Shelton Benjamin, Johnny Nitro, CM Punk. Who else, man? Then, of course, more big names. You know they'll try something stupid and try to get John Cena, of course, and maybe Umaga or another cruiserweight, because that's what they'll try to do. Again, TNA will try to look for either a somewhat big draw, but at the same time they'll try to look for some cruiserweights too, because that's basically what they're somewhat doing now. So basically the question is, if you could choose bringing back the Hardcore Championship to ECW. Basically this guy sent me this message 2 times. I didn't get it, but now I do. Yeah, I think it would help to bring the Hardcore Championship back to ECW, but I think this should be a third title, not really a secondary title. A third title to really help the lower mid card. Good question. Hey, C Mike, I got a question. Won't be a dream elimination chamber between these companies? Each one wrestler from each company. ROH. So ROH, Bryan Danielson. From ECW, where do I go from here? From ECW, CM Punk. From TNA, I'll go with Samoa Joe. Okay, you said WWE. The WWE is ECW now. But still, let me pick somebody from the WWE. Somebody else from the WWE. Chris Benoit. From Noah, I would get Masawa. From TNA, I'd get Angle. And you say WCW here? That's what you mean, the old WCW? I'd get Ric Flair in his prime. Alright guys, this is part 1. I gotta come out with another one later on.